Malindi, how you doing? 97.7. Omwami.
Openje is saying say what's up to him. Shout out to Openje.
How are you? All his crushes, by the way, he calls his crushes. All your crushes, you have been greeted by Omwami over here. Mombasa, you can catch us on 87.9. But from this great city, the HQ of this great nation, we are on 94.4. Yolanda, DJ Absolute, Mbatha, and our big discussion today is around skin lightening and why so many people are obsessed with this act. Laura, the word, you disputed the word lately at the end of that question on the socials. Why are people obsessed with skin lightening lately? You say it's not lately. This is an age-old, as far as
a long time.
Harlotry.
Because and I see it within my family because there's light skins and dark skins.
Say that just sema tu kweli, you're half Congolese.
Yeah, no, but like not that side. Like even on my mom's side, right? Like
it's not a stereotype. I'm just
well.
If it quacks like
but I get what you're saying, because even when I showed up, that like everyone was like, whose child is this? You know, because I'm the lightest skinned, but that's from my mom. But also like in our family, I've seen that over time where there was preferential treatment to the lighter skinned ones. Like I'm not even the lightest in our family. There are others.
There's
lighter. So I've seen that like from people born in the 40s who struggled with skin lightening and up to date, even when they're in their 70s.
Because I understand back in the day before there was readily available creams, topical things you can use on your skin. Before you could drink or go and get the IV. Before guys used to drink like industrial bleach to try and bleach their skin.
Yeah.
So why do you think, Absolute and Laura, there's so much pressure for people who are darker toned feeling the need to go to some very crazy extremes to get rid of the melanin part of their skin and be lighter?
They say when you're lighter, you get a lot more opportunities. Personally, I haven't seen that, but I have received a lot of male attention. And in this day and age, male attention is currency. The hotter you are, the better it is. And there's preference for lighter skinned babes. So if you're into that kind of attention, then I see why that would be problematic for you, especially if you have low self-esteem or you struggle with self-image. If the male validation is what you're seeking after, then that would be, the issues of skin tone would probably be a very big issue. So I get that. And from that point of view, that's why.
What about like someone like you, who you're saying you come in a family where you're different skin toned? Maybe you're the only dark sister. Everyone else in your family is lighter skin. Would you understand why someone in that position would want to try to bleach so that they could blend in with their siblings, maybe their parents?
My sister is actually darker skinned. I think she's absolute skin tone. Maybe like that. But for us, it's never been an issue because like we're just mixed all around. But then when you step outside is when you see the differences. When comments like mtoto wetu atakaa vizuri, things like those do affect you. And that's why I'm saying, like, for me, the only way I've seen it manifest was through like male validation, especially for females.
Absolute.
Yeah, man.
Why are people so obsessed with bleaching, skin lightening?
Them a bleach. If I could play that
from
song.
Vibes Cartel.
Them a bleach. I would have played that song.
And even men. Let's not even focus. This is not a female conversation.
I was telling you, I saw a friend of mine who I thought he was in a Congolese band.
As in Laura, sorry, like just
sorry.
Like some small shit.
Listen, we've done it. I'll take it. It's okay.
I think mostly it's, I sat in a room with some family, relatives, and a chick who had actually done it. And for her, it was because about the attention from us guys.
Yeah.
And there was a time light-skinned chicks were liked.
Not there was a time. Even just the nataka dem light skin, rangi ya thao.
Yeah. So there was that thing for, so it gets into your head, those ones of gay. So a light-skinned chick walks in, and we're seated and she's the one being given attention. Hey, what's up? Unakam supu, blah, 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 those things. And you who's here, who's dark skin, you tend to feel so
a little left out. Neglected.
You're like, yes. So being this skin tone makes this one get this type of attention. Watch this space. So they go and find ways of doing it. But for me, I don't think it should be really a thing that should affect you. Just be comfortable in your own. Please note, this is for guys who actually it really gets to their heads and they're not comfortable.
Yeah.
They're like, okay, fine. Me, I know a couple of people who right now I would pass them on the street because of, they've really changed their skin tone.
Yeah.
And it's not at the
That's really sad.
that you have evolved.
I've seen them.
I've seen a chick.
I'm going to go a bit deeper with this one. I think it's not self-loathing. I'm not going to say African self-loathe, because this is a continental issue, and not just continental issue. Even I've seen a documentary in Jamaica that people, yes, I've seen many people in different parts of this world have the same predicament, which is bleaching and skin lightening. And even the methods, the crude things that they do, even some to their own young children, shows that it's not something that you can just joke about, because it's not a joke. It's actually really sad. Body image is a very serious conversation. I think, though, it's subliminal messaging. Through the years, we have been shown that lighter is better.
Yeah.
The devil is dark in storybooks.
Yes.
The angels, God is white, white Jesus. When you go and watch commercials about acne treatment, the girl starts out with acne, yes, but a darker skinned girl. Suddenly, when she has gone and she has used this product, she's lighter. Now she's gotten a job. So you can't start telling someone those things subliminally, and you don't think there's going to be a lasting effect on them. We've essentially, as a society, been pushing this agenda that lighter is better for the longest time, while saying verbally that, oh, I'm team dark skin, I love this, I love that. Oh, even when you watch no offense, and no particular TV station, but there was more screen queens at some point who were lighter than darker. Until now, we started seeing the darker. What was her name? Mandera. She was darker, very gorgeous. Do you know the one I'm saying? She was here at KTN. So at some point, the Beatrice Marshalls, the Yvonne Okwaras, we started seeing the darker skin tone. But before that, there was a point that screen queens were also of a certain tone. Of course, it's going to send a message to the young girl who is growing up, who sees a white doll. It's crazy.
Proximity to whiteness, right? Because white is good, and then
white is right.
Yeah, white is right, and then everything else is terrible. And this is just the perfect discussion to have me on, so I can bash myself, right? in my face, just, No, but I do get it, and I understand, because even for me, I'm not saying that I struggle as a light-skinned person. For me, I'm not even that social, so these things don't necessarily affect me. But even for me, I'm not as light as I should be on the social acceptance scale.
It's true.
There's the whites, the mixed, and then there's Laura. Then it doesn't make sense that you've shown up with your Bantu hair, like you're just light skin, just like that. No silky hair,
It's true.
And there's levels to everything. And once you see that you're not top of the food chain, you kind of look at people struggling with body self-image differently, and the debate about dark skin versus light skin becomes a personal thing. So for me, I've learned to accept that I do have privilege because I'm light-skinned, especially when it comes to the male gaze, which is no longer a priority for me. But I do understand, like when I was younger,
that it's there.
Yeah, it does exist, and because essentially we're all social beings. Man was made for woman, woman was made for man. So male validation not validation, but attention or acceptance will always be part of our being. We can fight it all you want. You can write those comments. I don't need male validation, fine, but to exist in a society where, as a dark skin person, you're not valued, you're not appreciated. Even worse, now you also have Bantu hair, and then there's Laura with Bantu hair, and then there's you. They'd rather have me, but they've portrayed me as an object. No one wants to be objectified either. So if we don't have the conversations, even you as a light-skinned person, you're not winning. So
I don't know if this is too ambitious. I don't know if we're getting into business news, Mumbi. Okay, but we need to take a break. We've spoken enough. But I don't know if someone is courageous enough to say, I used to bleach my skin. I stopped because of X, Y, Z. And this is the reason why I feel like I was driven by my own personal whims or feelings or prejudices. And I decided to go down this route. You can call us 0719-012-600. Not as in a reformed bleacher, but someone who saw the light. And as in, I don't know how to phrase it. Don't laugh. You make it. And then Mumbi is not helping our producer. She's laughing in the gallery. God. When we come back...